Well, done feeding there. Done walking through there. It's really sloppy, nasty in there, and a lot since all the rain yesterday. Which, by the way, weather station showed 0.2 of an inch, but I don't know. And here, a little ground fog. And kind of clear skies. Anyway, I'm going to finish feeding. Oh yeah, chillier this morning too. It's was 36. It's probably like 34 or 35 now. And it sounds like Becky's got the pups out and Blue's over there complaining because the pups are out. He likes to bark. Anyway, I'm not sure what's going to happen today. Make some phone calls this morning. Luckily, a couple of those phone calls I can make here in just a little bit. Why? Because not everybody waits till 8 or 9 o'clock to open. I can usually get a hold of Tom at 6, but I also try not to because I know when he first gets to the shop, he'll go to work on something, which he might be working on my lift cylinder for the pickup on the big baler. And he gets about an hour in getting something done before everybody else shows up. And then they have to have their, like anybody else, you know, he finds out what broke down that he didn't know about yet, and then he has to take care of that. So, we'll give Cowboy some grain. Yeah. I prefer Folgers. Always have, but you know, back in the day when you never knew what you were going to find at the grocery store, and that can's been around a few years. This one's actually held up. A lot of the old Folgers cans that were around aren't around anymore. Oh well, now I need the bigger can. I forgot to mention, right now I'm listening to some geese, but I don't see them anywhere. Down this way, when I started making that first clip, or just before, I could hear killdeer down there. So, killdeer are back. No doubt about what it was. I just thought I'd let you know. Maybe we'll get a chance to see some in the next couple days. It is getting kind of close to when they're going to start laying eggs. Sometime here in the next couple weeks to a month, give or take. Seems like mid-March is when I found nests in fields spreading fertilizer before. After I fed these girls their grain, all the calves were on that protein tub. That little bugger's still working on breakfast. I have to throw those two a little hay, and I got to throw hay in the other end of the barn for the other cows. Then I go and get breakfast. Well, I made it that far. That's kind of a pain in the butt. My big fat fingers putting those on. I had to actually use the tool to get them started because my fingers don't fit in there. And the chain really looks pretty good. And that's actually sharp. Any of you that, you know, go to the saw shop or wherever and get chained, you know how unsharp they usually are brand new out of the box. And looking at them, they look to be ground fairly even. I mean, you know, they sure look like they're the same length. Unlike most of the new chains right out of the box, and I don't care if it's a steel chain or an Oregon chain or pull-on, which I believe is Oregon, or whatever the hell you got. They'll never be even. And it's old school. The adjuster's out here. Kind of a pain in the butt. Had to put the dog on, and I mean, that's kind of like what used to come on the stills, and we always changed them. We always got the the much bigger dogs. Everything I've got, all my bigger saws are got the big dogs inside and out. It was kind of a pain in the ass getting the pin lined up. And of course you got to slip the bar on, then hook the chain on, then run the chain on the bar. And I'm used to still, you put the chain on the bar and you slip the bar in, flip it on the sprocket, and throw the cover on and you're done. But anyway, I should see if that works. Oh yeah, that works. That's the other thing. The brake is all in the cover. 2 Allen wrenches. This one fits the ones for the dog and all the main ones on the body. The little one fits everything inside here. Those are all Phillips. These can come with your, screwdriver. And here's, come on, focus. A little different file. It's just a spiral cut. I would imagine it must work. I don't plan on finding out for a while. I plan on having it actually cut for a while. And over here we say never use pure gasoline. Use gasoline 90 pound. I'm assuming that's supposed to mean 90 octane. With special 2-cycle engine oil. And it gives you the ratio. In the book, yeah, cover the book so I can't see it. The book says regular grade gasoline, leaded or unleaded, alcohol free, so none of that frickin' crap, and a quality proven motor oil for air cooled 2-cycle engines. So I guess it does say for 2-cycle. And up to the first 20 hours is 20 to 1, and after that is 25 to 1. So, and if I, there you can kind of read it. If I just use this for mixing, well, I guess I got it made. I think looks like 25 to 1 must be at that point. So, but Becky needs me in the house again, so back to the house I go. Look who I found when I walked in. Who almost
was screaming Vampa, and he had to come get you. That's what we were about to do.
I heard her screaming when I came in. You gonna beat me with the frying pan? What'd you do that for? Silly butt. No, don't do that. Supervisor got Ty to come out. Of course, she's behind the post and we're sitting on a bike.
No, Bandit.
Get these 2 calves took care of. Check the ones at the other end of the barn, see if they're good to go out. They should be. Although the way the weather's been, who knows. And little supervisor here dug some grain out of there and literally took the scoop and poured it on the ground.
Hi. Watch it. It's a big step, baby.
Gate's not hooked. You would have gone splat. And her equilibrium's off a little bit because her ears are packed full of wax.
No, just stand there.
Yay.
Here, look.
Baby don't want to cooperate.
Oh, good boy, Bandit. You just kissed. It's all right.
I know, but he's in the way.
Just stand there. Okay? I'm going to give her a pretty pink tag like your shirt, okay? Okay? Oh, do you need to kiss her? Mwah, good job.
Everybody's in on this except me.
Okay?
I don't need to kiss the calf.
No, you don't, kid. You know, I'm not as strong as I...
Well, the little heifer calf, that's Mama right behind. They get to go out in general population over here. Ty beat me in there and I'm keeping an eye on the supervisor. The other end of the barn, took temps, checked navels, and that big bull calf with the dot on his head, he's got a big navel. No temp, but a big navel. So just as a precaution, he got some new floor. I mean, if it was the size of my pinky, and soft, we'd say, leave it alone. But it's the size of my thumb and not soft, but not hard. So catch it now while we can. And one of the others, the temp was up a little bit, but 102.2. I'm not gonna worry about that. She's been jumping around and playing. So, and the pups have been pretty good down here with us. She's kind of been a handful. But, hey, Blakely. Blakely, you tell everybody what we did?
You lost your girlfriend.
Careful, don't fall over backwards. Yeah, we let all the babies and mamas out except for this one because it's still a brand new baby.
When yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday morning.
Her little curls, though.
Yeah.
Her little curly cues.
Straight in the front, curly in the back. Yeah, there's women that would kill to have hair like that.
I would kill to have that.
Poor Blakely, she had a little issue. She tore her nail and a chunk of her finger.
I still don't know where the hell the end of it is.
Oh, it's too small to see.
Oh, look, it's Maury.
Apparently that gap right there, she stuck her finger up underneath and got caught.
Blakely got her finger stuck in
There is. I know what she did.
And she tried ripping
There's
her
a
nail
sharp
off.
edge right there. I know what she did now.
From the corner to the center is completely gone.
Anyway, bled like a stuck hog. So now she's showing Maury. They're comparing notes on smashing fingers.
Yeah. Don't like it, bled.
I'll tell on myself in a minute. So, old still oil. What I got left of bar oil. They're a cute little deal. Filled it up to where they said, put the oil in. That little bit I didn't want to try to fit in there. I didn't think it was going to fit anyway. And of course I overfilled the chain oil. And always, always, always run a saw so you're blowing against something to make sure the oiler's working. The oiler's working. Not enough to blow any off the end, and I shifted a foot because my ankle hurt and I bumped the frickin' scrap barrel because that's what I was against. I was about this far away and then I wasn't. It knocked the chain off. So now I can put the chain back on. And by the way, if you have a bar tip like that, see that little hole? That's a grease hole. Those should be greased. You just had the piss greased out of it. That's what, I mean, the oil helps, but the grease is what actually stays in the bearing. So that's something you want to do. I didn't see anything in the instructions about that, but it's like, oh, I know what that is, huh? Every bar I got's like that, except for maybe that DeWalt bar. I don't think it's got a greaser. So anyway, I'm going to loosen it up, put the chain back on, and go see what it'll do. Runs fine. Cuts great. Am I going to say it's a still? Really can't tell you. It's supposed to be a 58 cc. I'm not sure how many cc's my stills are. I would roughly compare it to my 036, but I never ran. I mean, the only thing I ever ran with a 20-inch bar was Dad's 032 many years ago. Then he got a 24-inch for it. And my 036 I never had smaller than a 28-inch on. 044s both had 32s, and the 066 has a 36-inch bar on it. And bar length makes a difference. I bopped a few limbs off up here. I thought about cutting that big one. No, I'll let Matt do it because he's the one getting the wood, not me. I bumped a bunch of little ones off that side. And, I mean, even after bumping the barrel with the chain, I don't even notice that it bothered any of the cutters. And I just bumped limbs off that little madrone, and I mean, I'm not going to complain yet. Although I don't do something stupid again. And yes, I overfilled the oil. And like any saw, Maybe it's not as much now. I'm kind of thinking, I don't know if you can see the little, I mean there's black dots on there anyway, the little shiny spots. That's bar oil. So I'm thinking she's pumping a little too much, but I'd rather pump too much than not enough. So, is it worth the money at the moment? I'm going to say yeah. I was looking at it when I was putting the chain back on, and see right in the middle of the screen there's casting lines. They didn't smooth those up. Edges of the castings they didn't smooth up. But it runs like a top. Original start, I did 3 pulls with the choke on and it fired. I turned the choke off, it fired. I pulled it again and it was running. I had to pull the choke out just a little bit to keep it running for a minute. Well, probably 10 seconds. So, there you have it. My opinion on it so far. And I'm sure if I have another opinion later, you'll know about it. Might even get to see me use it at some point. Sorry, but no place to really set the phone and do it. So you got what you got. But if you notice, those are oil spots from the oiler. There too. That is what it is. A little on there, and I'm going to set it back on the plastic. Don't know, is it a $700 saw? No. It'll probably go up against any $160 to $200 saw, if you can find one the same size.
Well, the trees are gone. Those 3 are the last 3 that'll come out sometime this week. We'll be right to the basically almost edge of the concrete with the cows.
Trying to mess with this thing. Not sure how I'm gonna mess with that part, other than clamp it in a vise and take the drill press and drill and tap so I can put screws in it. Everything's in good shape except for that O-ring, and I literally just went through all our O-rings. Every O-ring I have is either way too small or just barely too big. Some might be the right diameter to go on, but their cross section is too wide. Most of them will come right up on this edge, which makes them just that much too big to go in the hole. So I don't know if it's worth trying to go to town and get an O-ring, and not sure how they get the nut on there. Haven't figured that one out yet. Doesn't seem to be a split housing, and I don't know, maybe a piece screwed inside to hold it, but I haven't been able to get that out yet. I know it'll come out, I just haven't tried to break it yet. Magic a video, and 5 seconds later I did get it out. I seriously have no idea. I was hoping to find a hex in there, but there isn't. GUO YING. See if I can find something. That's supposed to be a 16 millimeter nut inside, that is. That's what the tube's supposed to be. But anyway, I gotta go get my feeding done, and I haven't checked cows in a couple hours, so if I find something, I'll let you know. Otherwise, hey, we'll see what tomorrow brings. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you all had a great hump day, and hope everybody has a great Thursday.